Hi everyone. So one of your biggest feedback for me is that you're wanting to learn how to release the neck area, especially within the scalenes, the traps. And the biggest thing that I teach people, and I do this with so many patients in a day, is that you actually have to learn to release everything from the chest area, from the sternum to the intercostal. And if you're learning, I teach that in order to release the fascia tissue, it is a delicacy. It is a push-pull. It is never about bruising your body, and it is never about creating pain. So when I find someone where I'm going in to release the neck, what I want to do first is warm up with one of my V-shaped rollers in order to pick up this tissue. If you take a look, I'm going to show you my arm so you can see better in the video. It picks up the tissue. So I want to pick up this tissue in order to be able to start letting that fascia go. This is phenomenal when you're working into the SCM. You're going to want to pick up this SCM here. If you can see the way it picks that up, and yes, it really does feel as amazing as it looks. And we want to do the upward motion into the neck. You're going to want to push all the way out into the shoulder region and coming between the breast area if you're a female in order to get all of that tissue and moving out. One thing I do teach is opening up our lymphatic points before starting, so you can head over to the website to be able to download a free chart about where those lymphatic sites are and also see a tutorial video. But once we've created the flow with one of the V-shaped rollers, what I want you to do is you can use your fingers if you prefer, but with all the feedback from you guys in this amazing group, I have learned that we want things that create more ease, and we can't want our fingers tired. We don't want exhaustion when we're trying to help ourselves. So the ease wave here is phenomenal when we're working on to be able to release the neck, because these points right here are going to serve like your finger, but because of the ceramic material, it's just so easy for you. And I just want you to go through like you would if you were like taught with my finger and find those areas of blockage. An area of tenderness in the tissue is unhealthy tissue, and we need to create that flow and we need to release that fascia. So when you're finding those areas, you can do it with your hands if you prefer, or you can pick up the ease wave, which is going to be able to go through. And remember, when we find those areas, we resuscitate. You're going to find areas if you have neck issues into the chest, and when you do let those go, you're going to start noticing a release that is occurring. You can use areas of this. It's why it's called the ease wave, because of all the versatility. If you go to the website, you'll see ways that I recommend to use this, but when it's coming to working and releasing that neck pain, we need to let go. You have been stuck in a position and that fascia is pulling you forward. And so this is your cause site when we have neck pain. So when we release here, we open up that tissue, diaphragm up, open up the tissue in order to let go, and it allows us to create the alignment to release that tension that's going on through the neck. So we can use these to also flush. I can show you areas like if I wanted to flush out the trap here, if that's causing you tension and pain, but making sure we're going all the way over to the shoulder. And you can see how this tool, I can get right around that shoulder joint, which is phenomenal. I can use these points to resuscitate, because the way that we're connecting from the scalene to the SCM, it does make a difference. And then at the end, we can always flush it through. But I am big on wanting to go back, and I always like my V-shaped felt, it's called, due to the smooth surfaces here that occur. And I actually keep mine in the fridge. I have the mini fridge up in my room, and it is such a calming sensation, because we're not ever going to the place where we bruise or we want to make things very mad. That's not healing, it's not harmony, and not bringing balance. So we want to be able to release these. Simple exercises when we have neck issues is pushing down onto the chest and going to where we feel that pull is occurring, even if it's from the back. So up and over, find different ways, but push down as you're doing it. And another big one is actually, it's going to make you feel funny, but we need to get that tongue out of the mouth and up and over to give that stretch. So it's going to look something like understand that your tongue is connecting internally to everything in the neck. So by moving that tongue around, you're going to start getting more internal releases, which is what you also want when you're having neck issues. I will get in more detail, but I just wanted to give a huge thank you. If you'll notice, there are so many things uploading onto the website, so many products coming out because everybody's wanting the ease, and I'm hearing all your feedback, but I sincerely just wanted to give a huge gratitude to all of you today. Today is my 43rd birthday, and I never once would have thought this is where life would have brought me, from all the trauma that I've endured, to be able to help so many other people. And I just want to give my heartfelt thank you for making this all possible, but for being a part of something that is sincerely changing the course of well-being as we go forward.